Hey, what's up with it? It's your main man, B.I.Dub in the building. And y'all already know what time it is with me. Y'all ain't got to subscribe because God got me. First of all, I would like to thank God for letting me give this speech. I would like to thank God for everybody that's supporting Dubbz ENT. And I would like to thank God for letting me show people this confidence that I always had. And I would like to thank God for letting me keep on shining with God in these days. In Yeshua's name I pray, amen. Hey, don't stop doing your dream. Let me tell you something. Every time you walk with God, the devil is upset because he can't distract you and God. See, the devil can't distract what you and God got going because when you was down and out, chosen ones, wasn't nobody there but God. When they tried to kill you, wasn't nobody there but God. When they try to distract you, wasn't nobody there but God. So you got to protect your own, and whoever cares for you and whoever protects you, that's what you got to do today. Because God has given you what you deserve by what you went through. Every time you walk with God, the devils is upset. They mad. They're upset. I ain't never upset. I'm always happy with God, baby. No matter what time it is, no matter what time of day or night it is, because I know I'm alive. If you could imagine all these people on the world with no hands and feet and in a wheelchair and they can't breathe with these oxygen machines, y'all better thank God, man. Y'all better wake up and give God a round of applause that y'all ain't on all that stuff. Y'all better stop talking about people because y'all could end up on that stuff. Y'all better stop trying to curse people because the more you try to curse a person, the more you are end up getting cursed. Especially if a person is with God. You cannot try to curse a person that is with God. It will spiritually backfire on you. I'm just telling you. Now, if that person ain't got God and y'all just clashing, both of y'all gonna end up in jail or dead. Somewhere in trouble. Keep on retaliating. Keep on attacking each other. She burnt her car down. He burnt his house down. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all gonna keep attacking each other if y'all not with the Most High. I tell you, this is real. I'm old. I'm in my late 30s. And every time you walk with God, the devil is upset because he can't distract you with God. Something will happen to you down here on earth to make you remember that God saved you from any distraction that the world tries to put on you. So therefore, any distraction that the demon even works through a human, you can recognize that ain't even a human. That's just they devilish ways of not making it. They let go of their goals and dreams because they let somebody talk them out of their goals and dreams. They let somebody talk them of what they really wanted to do. You can't do that. Why you gonna go do that? You can't do that. You ain't gonna make it. They let somebody else talk them out. Well, they just gave up. The person that talked them out of their goals and dreams is not God. It takes time. See, some people don't have the patience to chase their dream, baby, because it's not in them. They got everything on them. See, it's in you, chosen. It's in you. So they can't do nothing to you. Every time they see you, they quiver. They get sick to their stomach. It's like they can't acknowledge you. They don't know whether to acknowledge you or not. They just nervous. They just got to let you through like Hakeem. They got to let you through like Cinderella. You know what I'm saying? They got to let you through. But Cinderella got picked on by her sisters. You know what I'm saying? Shoot. Hakeem, he had hard times because he was the prince. You know what I'm saying? So both of them had hard times at the same time. But every time you walk with God, it ain't a joke. You cannot just play like you got God and sit God down. No, you can just not pray one day and don't pray the next day. No, you got to keep on praying. You started this stuff and you going to finish it. Every time you walk with God, the devil is upset because he can't distract you. Man, God bless everybody. He can't distract you. He can't distract B.I.Dub. So I know he can't distract you. Look. It's like Pursuit of Happiness. Y'all see that movie, Pursuit of Happiness? Look. Everything bad was happening to Will Smith, also known as Chris Gardner, in the movie Pursuit of Happiness. By the grace of God, Chris didn't stop chasing what God had for him. Chris lost his shoe. Chris lost his wife. Chris lost his house. Chris got hit by a car. Chris had to stay in the train's restroom, and Chris was still waiting on a important internship from Dean Witter. He was still waiting on that big interview because he knew that was going to save his kid's life. He had his kid with him, his son, Christopher. His name Christopher Jr., Christopher. His wife left him because he just couldn't afford anything. And he was all alone with him and his son. Just him. And y'all need to watch Pursuit of Happiness and stop playing, man. No, for real. Y'all need to watch Pursuit of Happiness and stop playing. Because it's a true story. And check this out. The real true dude that went through it, the real true guy that went through it, walked through the movie at the end of the movie. You'll see him walking through the movie with a suitcase. When Will Smith and his son was walking down the road talking, the real dude walked right behind Will Smith and his son. The real person, the real one that worked for Dean Witter is on his own movie. That's how rich that man is. He was on his own movie. He said he getting 2 chicks today. Ching, 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 ching. But y'all need to watch Pursuit of Happiness because it's really deep. And it shows how the devil cannot stop you from what God has for you. That movie is really deep. It was showing how the devil couldn't stop Chris from getting to that. No matter what, he got kicked out of his house. His wife left him, everything. His car fell dead, everything. He had parking tickets. He had to go to jail for parking tickets. Everything happened. Everything happened to him. He didn't have nowhere to go. And he's still a billionaire today. Everybody laughed at him. They thought he wasn't going to get his job. He was selling these machines. They look like time machines. Nobody thought he was going to get that job, but he got that job. He didn't care what nobody said. He knew what God blessed him with. He had one of them Rubik's Cubes for that man that was giving him an interview. That man said, you can't fix this. Chris said, yes I can. I can do it. They was in the back of a limo getting that interview for that Dean Witter part of it. He was trying to get it. And that man said, no, you can't. He said, because I can't do it. You can't. And he got that thing. Let me see this. He said, you just gotta, he said, you can't. Chris told him you can never move the swivel. He said, you can never move the middle. And he started twisting every side. Dum, 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 dum. He started twisting every side till every side got every color. All Chris told him was never twist the middle. That boy Chris, dum, dum, dum. It took him about 5, 6, 7 minutes. Dum. And then he was like, dum, dum, dum. And he was like, he was still going, and that man was looking and was like, you almost had it. I can't believe this. And Chris over there look, dum, dum, dum. And he handed it to the man. And the man said, you're incredible. I can't believe it. And he got out the car. And then the man told him, he said, you know, you're really a piece of work. and he got out the car. Will Smith knew he had that job because his character was good with those people. His presentation was great with those people. They didn't even care what Will Smith had on. Chris, a.k.a. Chris, Will Smith, he came in there with a paint suit on in the interview. And he was running from jail from those parking tickets. He had to pay those parking tickets with the rest of his money. His son then was staying in shelters and everything. Oh my goodness. This movie will make you cry, but it'll also make you smile at the end. Now, every time you walk with God, the devil is upset because he can't distract you, and he just can't distract you with what God got going on. You won't let him. And new levels, new devils. Every time God gets you right, every time God gets you on your feet, don't you see a new devil coming? Don't you see a new devil coming to try to kill, steal, and destroy what God got for you? Don't you see that? You don't even know them. You don't even know where they coming from. They coming from all angles. You got to stay prayed up, chosen. You got to stay prayed up, no matter what. Because that's what saved your life. if you feel like the world is shutting your life down, just know what you've made it through in life already. Just know all the struggles that you already beat already. That's how powerful you are. So it ain't no other struggle you can't beat. You can beat any struggle down here on earth. If you got the Most High, and you believe in yourself, and you don't listen to nobody but the Most High, and you know you can beat anything. Anything is possible for you. Nobody is perfect, so things will happen, especially the good people. See, when you stay good, you got to remember to stay good even if something bad happens. Because there ain't nothing but the devil trying to knock you off of what God got for you, man. Every time you walk with God, the devil is upset because he can't distract you and God. Shout out to DrewTube. This your main man. B.I.Dub in the building. Much love to YouTube. I want y'all to check out DrewTube. I want y'all to check out my partner DrewTube today. This your main man Dubbz.